The Shorebird Festival is in Hoquiam also. It starts tomorrow, and please come and see all the birds. We have a lot of birds. We've got tides. We've got everything going, and good weather. So.
Good speakers.
Huh?
Good speakers.
Good speakers. Robert Michael Pyle. Ken Bevis from DNR. Great speaker.
Where can we get a copy of the schedule?
The schedule is in tonight's paper. I tell you what page, but I don't remember.
So the Give 'em Hell Harry auction and dinner that's put on by the Cowlitz Democrats is May 14th. Starts about 4 o'clock. Folks start gathering there at the county fairgrounds there in Longview, Kelso. And for those folks that are 19th District PCOs, there is a 19th District Legislative District meeting beforehand at 3 o'clock just outside the ballroom. So hope folks show up. It's a wonderful dinner and auction.
See if I can make this work. Can you hear me? Yes. All right, good. I'm Pat Gordon, Frank's wife. I'm doing a fundraiser June 10th, 5 to 8 o'clock at the 48 Club in Aberdeen. We will have my wild blackberry pies for auction and lots of other things. I'm going to be busy baking, and I am taking donations for auction or flat out money if you want. So see you all there, okay? You can call me at 532-5858, okay?
On a Saturday or Sunday. For now, it's 6:30 to 8 o'clock, Cancer Support Group, and we want to start getting it set up to have speakers. We may have a Kwai Gong instructor teaching us how to breathe right and such. So please join anybody you know that is needing information or support. I personally have gone on clinical trials. So I'm pretty adverse in knowing how to take care of yourself, and we want to help you to take care of your people. So anyhow, 6:30 to 8 o'clock, Calvary Lutheran Parish Hall on Thursday. Yeah. Okay? Thank you.
petition I'll be passing around that I'd like to ask each and every one of you to sign. And I'm Tammy with Citizens for a Clean Harbor, and we've been fighting the oil terminals here. We are now down to one oil terminal still in the works.
Yes.
And this petition is to put pressure on the Hoquiam City Council, Mayor Jasmine Dickoff. And Jasmine, I know you're here, and I just want to say, we're going to be pressuring you with gentle hugs. We appreciate all that you're doing. And City Manager Brian Shea also. So I'll hand these around. And I also have some little cards that have our upcoming events, along with Hands Across the Sands. So we're going to be doing a field trip out to the Longview Millennium hearings, where they're facing yet another terminal, a coal terminal this time. And they came to our hearings, so we want to go to theirs and show them the same support and make sure that the state electeds know that we are against these oil terminals. We will remain the thin green line to keep fossil fuels from crossing these shores. Thank you very much, and I'll tell you the rest of the things as they come. And these are front and back.
No, Tammy,
Uh-huh.
would you email the directions of how to get to that next weekend event against the oil terminal in Vancouver?
Yeah, we can send to our pools and see what we can.
No, I'm going to drive down.
Okay.
Not like that direction. Or go south.
So there is, at your mailbox on May 14th, United States Post Office Service will be doing a food bank collection. So what they'd like you to do is to take a paper bag, fill it with non-perishable food, and just leave it out by your mailbox. And they will pick it up and they'll take it to the local food bank. So it's in Ocean Shores, it's in Hoquiam, it's in Westport, it's in Tahola, it's wherever you live, you can donate to your food bank and it stays in the area. So just to put it down on your calendar to donate food the 14th. Right?
Our Piper group does a regular gathering of food, and what we tell people, breakfast foods are always needed, oatmeal, cereal, that kind of stuff, but also toiletries and pet food. Okay, so not just canned green corn, please.
Is that on the 14th, Robbie? Robbie, is that on the 14th too?
No, I'm just saying that it's a hint for what to donate, what's needed a lot. Yeah.
Barb.
The Fiber Fest is having a
Heritage Festival. Heritage Festival?
Yeah, the Fiber Fest is having a Heritage Festival tomorrow and Saturday from 10 to 4. All the old-timey crafts and skills, the brewmaker will be there. And then I wanted to say that on May 21st, and I know there's something else that's already advertised, there's going to be an art gala at the Pearsall Building in Aberdeen. And it's the first time that it's called Art for Health. And it's the first time that all of the guilds on the harbor have had a show together. And there's also going to be a fifth group called the Art for Health group, which may end up becoming a new guild. So it's from 2 to 4, and it will also run Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Friday's Memorial Day holiday, so Ellis Park is closed, so it'll end there. But
Where's the Heritage?
what?
Where's the Heritage thing?
It's at the Aberdeen Museum.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, I think we're winding down, and I just want to end this on a note that I think that Don Norkowski started. besides this great building being a bastion of this community, it's also the home for a bazillion years of the Grace Harbor Democratic Party. And this election is a partisan election. We're electing a partisan governor, we're electing partisan state representatives and senators and congresspeople. There are other elections in off years for nonpartisan offices, and I want to encourage this party to work not only as hard for the partisan offices because they're important, critically important, but the nonpartisan offices are where some incredibly important decisions are made. Your school boards, you have school board members in the room right now. The people who are determining the education that your children are going to receive are nonpartisan offices. You heard Senator Frazier tell us that she started out as a nonpartisan city council person. Okay? They're the people that are deciding what your community that you live in is going to look like. Nonpartisan offices are critical, and I, for one, want people that think right in those offices. And you have to ask them the questions. And we need to encourage and get Democrats to run for those offices, even if they're nonpartisan. And here's a story I heard many years ago, and I've been sharing it for as long as I can. I'll share it for as long as I can. In the early 70s, a man got elected as a nonpartisan coroner. Now, who knew what his politics were? Who knew if anybody even asked him what his politics were? It's a coroner. Where's our coroner? Oh, all right. Well, let's face it. I mean, they don't make too terribly many political decisions, right? But his name was on the ballot. People recognized his name. And so the next time it showed up on the ballot, they said, oh, I remember him. And they elected him as a state representative. A Republican state representative, because they were familiar with the man. And then he got elected as a Republican state senator, I think, and then he got elected as a Republican congressional member, and then he became the majority leader of the Republican Party. His name was Tom DeLay. But it happened because he got the name familiarity in the first place. People elected him and they saw him on the ballot, they elect him again. We have to keep him off the ballot.
Yes.
Great. Yes.
Can I just add something to that?
Yes, please.
So, Montana has a lot of problems right now. And so I had to lay off 2 people. And I could have done a much different type of job if my value systems were not rooted in the Democratic Party and the belief systems that we have. When I have a nonpartisan position, and because I have a nonpartisan position, you wouldn't know, except for the fact that I've been here for a very long time, you wouldn't know what my belief systems are. You wouldn't know that I value labor and the fact that I worked hand in hand with labor to figure out how to do the absolute minimal damage we could do and survive and take a longer route of recovery instead of doing more cuts. So what Jim is saying is so important. You have 3, where's my third? You have 3 mayors who are openly, happily Democrats. Yay! Is also half a Democrat, and there were, I think the others are too, right? But Jim Sorensen. Well, I'll leave Jim Sorensen is. So I'm just saying to all of you, listen to Jim Eddy, because Dinkler is, yeah. And so, and you need to listen about the whole layer of nonpartisan, because really, local politics determines almost everything you guys deal with on a daily basis. Your property taxes, your fire responses, everything. Nonpartisan is critically important. In some ways, more so because it's hidden, right? So
right, and stay involved. When this is all over with, is our nominee, stay involved. If Hillary's our nominee, stay involved. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you very much. 100%, you guys. Okay, now comes the biggest thing in the world, the raffle tickets. Get your tickets out.
Last four numbers, 5412.
Tell me I lost them.
No. 5412. And so she gets to pick from these three prizes. Yay! Okay. Just one. Okay.
5405.
5405. 5405. Wow, what would you like? No cards or a coffee cup? What do you fellows? Three, 8, 2. I trust you. 3,